Good evening, YouTube. My name is Maddie, and I wanted to come on here to talk about a few important things that I feel are important to share. Don't mind the bugs. It's a little humid today, and we are heading into July, so naturally it's going to be a little buggy. But I prefer to be outside. The first thing I'd like to talk about is there is a big difference between righteous judgment and harsh judgment. Harsh judgment can be mean, selfish, rude. It is very judgmental in the wrong way. I did talk about in a prior video about how a lot of us are overly judgmental, and I was mostly talking about being harshly judgmental and how we need to be careful, very careful with this, because we could be harshly judging people and viewing them in a negative light when they really don't deserve that. That is why ultimately God is the best judge. He knows someone's character better than ourselves sometimes, even when maybe they make poor choices or have hurt us at times. You need to look at the bigger picture and realize why they are acting that way. So it is important to have mercy on others the same way our Father has had mercy on us, because no one is perfect. Righteous judgment is completely different. If someone is persistently using you, showing a persistent lack of regard and lack of empathy for you or your feelings, if a person is persistently and consistently using others or views very highly of themselves and never says sorry, never takes accountability, and you may feel angry towards this person, that is righteous and divine anger and judgment. You will feel it deep in your spirit if someone is not right for you, or if someone is battling with darkness and not treating others how they should be treating others. So I wanted to make that very clear, because I did not want people to take my prior video in the wrong way, and that they should not judge people or should not judge everyone wrongly. Or I don't want people to think that they are judging everyone in the wrong perspective, because sometimes your intuition and ancestors and the Most High God are leading you to judge someone righteously. Even if it really hurts, or they might have some very kind and sweet qualities to them, it's important to remember that sometimes the most opportunistic people, the ones who are takers and not givers, sometimes these people can come off the most charming and the most giving and the most sweet. And they do this because they know that nobody is going to put up with them consistently and persistently unless they throw in some confusion into the mix. So they will do their best to manipulate and gaslight you into thinking that you're judging them harshly when really you are judging them righteously. They will shower you in gifts and good food. They will shower you with compliments, but it's important to remember that sometimes flattery is deceptive. Another thing I wanted to talk about is pathological and narcissistic people. I'm kind of blanking out for a minute, so give me a minute to remember what I was going to say about it. We need to be very careful because pathological and narcissistic evil people will severely lack accountability, and they will blame shift to make it seem like they are the innocent victims. And in my prior video, I was discussing how we should feel sorry for these type of souls because they are such a void, an energy vampire, that they need to leech off of people. And although that is very true, that we should feel sorry for them, we should also have firm boundaries and not feel overly sorry for them. Unfortunately, these type of people are so committed to wearing a mask, and they are so committed to believing that they are a good person that psychologically they literally cannot grasp with the fact that they have hurt someone, because this is a giant threat to their survival and their ego. So it's like you can't even reason with them, because you could be telling them, hey, like, you really hurt my feelings when you did that. Can we talk about it? They will literally not talk to you about it, and they will become very rapid and pressured and angry and chaotic with their speech, or they will just flat out ignore you because they literally cannot look in the mirror and reflect on their behavior or their nasty and evil, mean behavior to others, because it is such a threat to who they are deep, or who they perceive they are deep to their core. And the reason why I was saying we should kind of feel sorry for them is because if you really think about it, it is very pitiful and pathetic that they don't have the capacity to say, okay, that was not nice of me. I will do my best to treat you better, and that was wrong of me to hurt you, and I'm sorry for hurting you. These people will literally refuse accountability and apologies at extreme lengths. And it's very important, once you notice this in someone, to really take note of their behavior and realize what you're dealing with, because they will do whatever they need to do to be charming and deceptive and gaslight you. We are living in a time right now where the tables are turning, and abusers and pathological liars and evil manipulative people, their true colors are starting to come to light, because we are in a time right now where highly sensitive people and empaths and loving, caring, giving people are reaching a breaking point. And this is just not just with your average people that we deal with every day, like family members and friends, but also in society as a whole, and the workplaces and the dark forces that rule this world. A lot of people are waking up to the fact that we have been manipulated and deceived for a long, long time. And caring, givers, hard workers, empaths, and highly sensitive people are tired of pouring into corporations and other people who do not return the warmth and love back. Empaths, highly sensitive people, givers, and caring hard workers are definitely at their breaking point and in their villain phase now, because they realize that they are being perceived as suckers and being basically having our kindness taken for granted and taken as weakness. And we are tired and sick and done with being perceived as suckers and dummies for being kind. So the tables are turning, and caring people are realizing to take their power back and to set boundaries. And it is a beautiful, beautiful transition and table turning, because the Lord is tired of his people being abused and used. And we are nearing the end times where the Lord is wanting to create a new earth. And those who are takers and abusers and manipulative and pathological, if they do not repent and do what is right to save their souls and treat others how they wanted to be treated, they are not going to make it to the next phase and transition with the new earth. So just be very careful out here. We are living in some very strange times, and the dark forces that be are going to extreme lengths to control and withhold the power that they've held on to for so long. And they are acting out, and they are having temper tantrums because they've gotten away with it for so long that they can't believe that they can't keep using people anymore. They don't want to believe it. They don't want to change. So they are basically throwing temper tantrums and acting like a child to get what they want. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. But we just have to stay strong. We have to stay taking good care of ourselves and protecting our energy, because our energy needs to be used to heal and help other believers who want to be saved and who want to do what's right. Don't let the takers and abusers drain your energy or guilt you into thinking that you are the bad person when it's really them. And that is the main message I wanted to get across. And just keep in the forefront of your mind that there are two types of people in this world. My grandma gave me this advice, and it's some of the best, most simple wisdom and advice that people can keep close to the forefront of their mind when they are righteously judging people. There are givers and takers. And you will be able to discern who is a giver and who is a taker based on their patterns. It is very important to pay close attention to people's patterns, their behaviors, the way they talk, and really just being awake to the fact that people generally behave in a pattern. They may be able to put on a good show and a good image and act like they are a loving, beautiful, kind person, but the devil is always in the details. For example, when you need someone, they will not be there for you. And they will know you are going through a hard time, but they will find an excuse on why they were not there for you or why they couldn't answer the phone call when you needed someone. And you may feel gaslit and think, oh, okay, you know, maybe they were just busy or going through something themselves. And one time it's okay to let it slide. But if they continue to not show up when you need them and you're always there for them, that's a pattern. So I just wanted to get this message out there because I know a lot of people have suffered at the hands of abusers like I have. And I just want my YouTube channel to be educational and a safe zone for those who have suffered at the hands of people who refuse to change their manipulation tactics and evil ways. I hope everyone has a beautiful rest of their day. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing more messages. And I look forward to creating a community and meeting like-minded people who want to support each other. Talk to you later.